Hi, everybody. Hey, did you notice the new intro video? Yeah, it's a change of seasons. It's time for us to be changing how we think about the weather and um, entering a new season. Maybe not only of the year, but a season of our lives. You never know. With COVID, who knows what all the seasons are? But I want to talk today about kind of changing seasons because having grown up in the country, one of the things that changing seasons always meant to me was the changing light. In the city, I'm not so sure my city friends notice that as much. But boy, when you live in the country, and consequently now, even though I'm in a city, I notice it all the time, how the light changes. Depending on the season, the time of the year, the angle of the light changes, the quality of the light changes. Some of you know what I'm talking about. And that made me think about how the light changes during the different seasons of our lives, too. Now, what do I mean by seasons of our lives? Well, there's certainly chronological seasons, when we are infants and then toddlers and then preschoolers and then primary students on up through secondary and middle school and high school and college students and young adults. Those are all different seasons. The ways we grow are different. The expectations are different. The fruit that we bear during each of those seasons is different. And then when we get into adult life, of course, we have the seasons of our 20s and 30s, getting a job, establishing our careers, and then those morph over time as we start to form families and maybe have children. And then as we go on and we near retirement age, what does the season of that time of our lives look like? And maybe older age, and are we still living independently or do we need some assistance? Those are all seasons. But there are spiritual seasons of our lives too, irrespective of our chronological age. The person who is newly discovering his or her spirituality and what it's anchored in. And if you grew up Christian your whole life and then suddenly Buddhism is speaking to you, that would be a change of season, wouldn't it? Because what you're looking for as the fruit of the season is different, and how you interpret the light is different. Your roots become grounded in different seasonal grounds, I guess. So, for those of us who are concerned or focused on our spirituality during this prayerful pause in our day, when we focus on something greater than ourselves, I think it's really good for us to look at how our seasons change, our spiritual seasons change. And that means that probably we're sensing the changing light as well. Now, for those of us who are Christians who believe that Jesus is the light, that the God light shines through us, shines through Him, shines through our actions, shines through us as a community of believers. The question is not so much does the light change, but how does our position to the light change? And if you think about it in terms of the physical annual seasons, it's not so much that the sunlight changes. The sun is always the sun, but it's our angle of rotation. It's where we are on the Earth's orbit. Those are the things that change. And the same is true for our spiritual development. So my questions, I guess, today are, what's changing in your life? How are you interpreting that light coming to you and then being channeled through you out into the world? How does that change? Does it take on more immediacy? Do the fruits of the season change? Maybe at one point in your life you were really kind of giddy and high over your spirituality. Maybe now it's sort of a deeper resolve, or reversed, I don't know. Maybe you have had an epiphany and a sort of conversion experience. Maybe you never have, but it has been slowly evolving over time. How are your seasons changing? How is your relationship to the light changing? Are you more committed maybe to learning about the light, or to embracing the light, or to inviting it and welcoming it into your life. The thing is, as long as we're living, we are constantly changing. So we have to stop thinking that, oh, that's my spirituality, that's all set, I'm secure, I'm safe, that's good. It's going to keep growing. It's going to keep going through seasons of change. And I hope that we are at a point in our growth and development where we can welcome those changes, welcome the seasons of change in our own lives and in our faith community, whatever that might be. So that's the thought for today, the seasons of change as they affect us in our spiritual lives, as well as our physical lives. Thanks for joining me for this time to think about some of these things, and I hope it piques your interest enough and prods you enough to keep thinking about it throughout the day. I'm Pastor Deb Swift of South Presbyterian Church in Rochester, New York, and you've been watching A Prayerful Pause with the Pastor. If you'd like to learn more about South Church or our other offerings on YouTube, our YouTube channel, check out the end slide on this video. Until next time, when we see you, I wish you Godspeed, God bless, take care, wash your hands, don't touch your face. Have a great day, everybody. See you later. Bye for now.